Today's podcast is presented by Podgo. Podgo is the easiest way for you to monetize your podcast, providing podcasters with a flat rate for ad space so you always know how much you get when you include an ad from Podgo. Apply today to become a member and immediately be connected with advertisers to fit your audience. That's podgo.co. At podgo.co.
All right, and sorry for the scuffed audio going into this podcast. And make sure when you're using Podgo, when you're going to the part that says, "How did you hear about Podgo?" Write the Underdog Podcast. All right, into the show.
Underdog.
Welcome to your favorite pop culture drama podcast, the Underdog Podcast. We're here with Josh and Ori tonight. How are you boys doing?
What's up, boys?
Doing good. I'm just chilling at home. Played some baseball today. How you doing, Josh?
Doing pretty good. I did some football today. I went on a bike ride the past couple days. Excuse me. The past couple days, I've been going on bike rides around my neighborhood, which I had done early in quarantine, and I just stopped, but got back into it. I can ride without my hands, which is tough.
Hey,
I know a couple people that can do it, but I don't think
I can do it.
it's pretty hard. It's not the easiest thing. So that's fun. And then, I haven't really been doing much else.
Yeah, I am at the beach right now with Grant. Grant, say hello. What's up, guys? Grant was on one of the podcasts earlier, but we're chilling outside. So sorry to hear a little background noise, but Grant, actually, as you're saying, Josh, you're really good at biking with no hands. He's really bad at biking with 2 hands.
No.
And I'll get into it later. I know someone else that's really bad at biking in my clip. But so since I'm at the beach, why don't we do our Mount Flushmore of beach situations? Josh, why don't you start us off with your top few?
All right. So my top 5 of Mount Flushmore's of beach situations is if a bird poops on you. This has happened to me. Last time I was at the beach, it was like, a year or two ago. We would go to some beach in Rhode Island. Over the year, a bird pooped on me. It's not the worst. It's not the best. I mean, obviously it's bird poop. I mean, you're at the beach, so you can just wash it off really easy. This one's a bit PG-13 if you want to skip the next 10 seconds. Go for it.
Yeah, I would suggest skipping these next few seconds.
Having a hopefully it doesn't happen to Grant or Eli this week either. Another one is getting decked by a wave, those huge waves that come down. I don't know if those happen a lot in Bethany where you guys are. I mean, maybe because of the hurricanes coming down, but in Rhode Island there's some pretty big waves and they just deck you if you take it wrong, and then you're just underwater for a couple of seconds. And then lastly, crotch rash. I know this happens for the boys. I'm not sure if it happens for the girls, but it's right in between your thighs and your crotch, and just rashes up from
Crotch.
having it being wet.
Crotch rock.
That's like
And yeah.
the meaning. All right, Ori, why don't you hit it?
All right, so Josh was very crotch related, but mine Flushmore is not totally crotch related. So first, sometimes you get jellyfish bites. Those suck, obviously. I mean, come on, they hurt like a bitch. And then I got seagull attacks. This is probably my number one thing. There's been many times where I'm just laying, eating a sandwich or something, and seagulls will actually attack me. So that's they really do suck. Sunburn, especially in the shoulder region, really sucks. I mean, if you're showering or putting on a shirt or scratching your back, it hurts real bad. And then my final one is when you see people walking their dog and the poop won't touch me, but it's still kind of nasty. So I always like avoid those areas, but I'm sure it gets to me anyway. So that's my bottom 4, I guess, of things that can happen at the beach. What about you?
Yeah. All right. I'll hit mine. Mine, I had sunburns too on the neck area. Neck sucks, especially when you have to go to sleep and stuff. And remember, sunburns are worse than broken bones, right, Josh?
I took it back, but I have been caught on camera saying that. Yes.
All right. My next is eating salt water. You just like eat a wave and then just sucking in some salt water. Your throat burns for like 2 minutes. Sand in the pants, mouth, and eyes. Fucking sucks. Getting crashed by a wave. Just I think we already said it. Horseflies. Horseflies are the worst. They bite your leg.
They hurt so bad.
And then dropping food in the sand. So, a couple lines of there. All right.
Grant, do you have any more to add?
Grant went to sleep.
Oh, he did.
Me and him are going on a run tomorrow morning. I've not gotten a run in bricks. But yeah, Grant's inside. I'm not gonna wake him up. He said hi and then he ran. All right, we had NBA this week. What did you guys think? How was the NBA? Any takeaways?
Or you can go first.
Yeah, all right. So I thought it was awesome. Obviously they have the bubble, so it's easier to manage Corona. They did a great job with that, and the games were pretty electric. I watched the Clippers-Lakers. LeBron with his game-winning shot, rebounded his own miss and then put it in. It was really, really, really awesome. I really loved it. I think my favorite game that I watched was Mavs versus Rockets. Insanely high scoring.
Such a good game.
Yeah, such a good game. Seriously, it was super awesome to watch. Those two great, talented teams, especially because the Mavs are so young and so full of talent. It was really awesome to see that. That was definitely my favorite game. It even went into overtime. But I loved it. I loved everything that I saw from the NBA, and I hope that it keeps on going. What do you think, Josh?
I thought this has been a great week so far, basketball. I watched the Lakers-Clippers game, and there was a great, crazy ending game. The thing that I took away from that, though, is the Clippers were without Montrezl Harrell and Lou Williams. Lou Will. Patrick Bev, whoever went to the strip club. They're without both of them, who are huge parts in their offense. So the fact that was a 2-point game and they're missing those guys, it's a scary thought. Obviously, the Lakers, they hadn't played actual basketball for a while, so they're also rusty, but that'll be interesting to see if they play them at full health. And then also, the Pelicans are kind of done for. I'm going to get into that later. But, yeah, it was kind of sad to see the Zion train leave town, to say. And also, you're talking about the Mavericks. They played today, and they lost to the Suns.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the scores now, and I was like, yikes. And then also, the Magic were beating the Kings by like 30 at one point in their game. Like, that's insane to me. But, yeah, good basketball all around.
Yeah, all right. For me, I like the first game. The first game was really good. That got me really excited for this. But then the more I think it was Pelicans
Jazz.
Pelicans Jazz. I couldn't really grasp it just because the Clippers Lakers game just had zero meaning. A lot of these games just have no meaning, so it's hard for me to
That's the point of this though, because they're not supposed to play teams that are gonna play in the playoffs early on.
It makes sense, especially for the league, but I don't know, for some reason I just couldn't really get fully engaged in it, from a competitive viewer standpoint. So I thought they were fun games, really competitive games for the most part. I think Wizards not looking good. They're basically just done. Pelicans sucks, but yeah, if you guys have any last words on that.
No, I mean, what you're talking about for just games making a difference. The Blazers were down 3.5 games. Now they're down only 2 games, I think. So it's some games have a difference, or not all to that extent.
Yeah. I mean, as long as this first, 8 game of the regular season, as long as that gets all the teams ready and performing at their best level, I think it would have done its job. And it's relatively entertaining, but this is obviously to get the players ready for the playoffs. And if it does that, then I'm very happy. And I think 8 games should be enough for all of them to get to their running point.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. It'll make these playoffs really good. Let's look at the thing that Bleacher Report came, or Forbes. Forbes came with the most valuable franchises. I don't know. This really shocked me from a couple points. You guys both should have gotten the list I sent you. It was shocking to me that Golden State hit number 5.
What?
Golden State. I didn't think they could, like, all these franchises are, like, either in the biggest cities or they're just the biggest teams. Like, the Cowboys, everybody knows. Yankees, everybody knows. New York Lakers, big markets, obviously everybody knows, have super historical backgrounds. The Warriors don't really.
And he's saying there's not a historical background, but everybody knows them. They've been to, besides this year, 6 straight finals. They had the greatest team of all time. They're still one of the best teams, even right now, just that they took a break year, so to say, because they got all injured. They have the best point guard in history, or right now, you can argue. They have the best shooters in the league, and they're the most exciting team. And they've been to 6 straight finals, and they just got a new stadium. Like, they're
I would just think a team
making
like
big stuff.
I thought, in my opinion, I thought the value of the franchises would more come from, like, how big their fan base is and how historic they are. I didn't know you can make that much money that quickly.
But also, like, with all the bandwagoners, like, their whole fan base is all the Curry fans and the KD fans that bought all their jerseys.
Yeah, I mean, like, I guess it makes sense from that standpoint. I just you would never put them in the conversation with teams like these, I guess, right?
Yeah, I mean,
For greatest of all time, like, greatest franchises of all time, no. But, like, as of right now, I mean, yeah. I mean, obviously they're
Why
on
aren't
the
the
list.
Patriots on for then? Like, the Patriots are what? They've been to so many Super Bowls.
I don't think they're normally on the Forbes thing because they're not, like, a likable franchise.
Yeah, but still, so many people like them. They get the whole demographic from all of New England.
But also, yes, but also, like, I feel like also with the Tom Brady leaving, it definitely didn't help. And, like, normally they're not normally on it. Like, I don't think they're normally in the top 5. And just, like, yes, there's some Patriots fans, but, like, the Warriors are a likable team. Like, Steph Curry's a likable guy. Steve Kerr's a likable guy. They're a fun team to watch. The Patriots get it done, and they do it well.
Yeah, they don't really have personalities on the team.
That's true. That's true. I mean, it's interesting because they did have so much success, but to climb up, because they were nothing. Like like 10 years ago, they were nowhere near this top 5, and and now to see them in the top 5, it's really crazy to think. I think it's all about their marketability. Not only are they very, very successful like the Patriots, but they're much more likable, and you have a bunch of superstars. Not saying that the Patriots don't, but in the NBA, it's easier to market your players, especially when your players have a lot of personality, like Steph Curry, like Klay Thompson. So it doesn't, it surprises me a little, but, it's not out of the question. And it'll be interesting to see in a few years if they don't have that same success where they are on this list, whether they go up or down or stay about the same.
Yeah, agreed. Josh, you see the FaceTime we just got?
No, just pay attention. Oh.
Harry tempted doing it. Or I'll tell you later. Let's hop in. Oh, you guys like my new haircut?
Ooh, wait, let me see the sides. I like it.
Guess who did?
I like it.
My boy Grant did this. My boy Grant, Reed, Oren, Evan, and Madison. All 5 of them put this hair. What?
Wait, bro, that's pretty good.
I know, it's pretty good. I'm telling you, like, and they use kitty scissors. They used one pair of kitty scissors.
Bruh.
Wait, then how'd they all do it? They just took turns?
Yeah, like one person would be like, oh, you need this done here. Chop, chop, chop. One person, oh, you need this. Chop, chop.
That is so funny, bro.
So, like, we started off, so I put it in the man bun that I normally do. and then I would have it go back. I'd ponytail it. They started just trimming this, and then they trimmed it all the way off, and they just touched up the sides, touched up the sideburns, and I think it's pretty good. I'm very excited.
Bro, I did not. That's crazy.
It's pretty good. I haven't been to a barber since like January, February.
I have to break my fast.
Do you guys want to look at the that one list I sent you guys with like the blue, yellow, orange, and red teams?
Yeah.
This is so I'll just explain it. We're not gonna read off everyone because it's gonna be really hard to understand. But basically, it's 4 teams, and you get 1 fast food restaurant, 1 video game, 1 sports league, 1 like entertainment like YouTube, Netflix, like that type of stuff, and then 1 rapper. So we'll each choose which one we want the most. Don't go in depth about the orange one just because you know what I'm saying. All right. Who wants to say which team they want first?
Can Josh go? I'm kind of conflicted here.
You're conflicted? Josh, what do you got? What team do you got? Josh, where you at?
He's gone.
Where'd he go? All right, I'll go first because I have a...
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
I was calling your name. Josh, which team do you want?
I was talking the whole time.
Keep going.
I'm picking the blue team. They're obviously the best team. So they have Chick-fil-A as their fast food, which is obviously the best out of the 4. The other 4 are Burger King, McDonald's, and Wendy's. They have Warzone as their video game, which is better than 2K, Minecraft, and Fortnite.
Agreed.
They have NFL, which is the best sports league. Arguably NBA right now, but overall NFL over MLB, NBA, and NHL. They have Netflix, which is just by far the best, over Disney Plus, YouTube, and shall not be named. And then
the other one? Oh my gosh.
Nah, you capping, bro. No way.
No way.
No way.
Well, I was overall Blue's the best. Overall,
But you watch that one movie,
Oh, 365.
Yeah.
and then they also
I
have
don't know this.
Uzi, who I'd put Baby over him, but overall I'd take Uzi over
Let me
Juice
explain
and
more
Polo.
Baby.
Probably.
Baby doesn't write his own lyrics, but Uzi does.
I didn't hear what you said.
Baby writes his own lyrics, but Uzi does. Baby doesn't write his own lyrics, but Uzi does.
What do you mean he doesn't write his own lyrics?
Like he has ghostwriters.
Oh,
So I feel like that makes somewhat of a difference.
I don't care. It still sounds good.
That's a good point.
Fair play, fair play.
But blue is my pick.
Like it's hard. I like the entertainment business in orange and in yellow better with YouTube. And I like Lil Baby a lot. I could settle for the NBA and Minecraft. But what puts it over the top is Chick-fil-A, Warzone, NFL. I gotta go with the blue team. It's just overall the best. Maybe Netflix is not the one thing that beats every other category, but overall has the best stuff. Or what do you think?
Yeah, well, I'm looking here, and I was thinking, you know, because I love juice, I might go red team, but nah. I can't fuck with Burger King. It's just not happening.
Never been there.
Can't do it. You don't want to be, bro.
I've done like 2 times.
I'm basing this off basically only the food because, you know, that's all I really care about. And the orange Wendy's, again, I do not fuck with that. It's bad. And then we have my favorite restaurant, like not fast food, just like restaurant, eatery in general, McDonald's, against Chick-fil-A. Now, Chick-fil-A does not compare to McDonald's, but I hate Minecraft, and I don't care about rappers, and I kind of like Uzi. So I go blue team as well.
All right. I'm going to tell a quick funny story.
Unanimous
About Ori
decision.
and, Ori and his McDonald's. So me, Ori, and Sammy of Chatter and the Cheap Seats, go follow the Instagram at chatter_cheapseatspod. So me, Sammy, and Ori are in the car going back to like our cabin or whatever it was for baseball. And Ori falls asleep, and we were like talking about McDonald's before that for some reason. And then Ori falls asleep, so I start like waking up like, Ori, we're at McDonald's. Like, what do you want? What do you want? He's like, well, we're at McDonald's. Like, so happy. Like, we're at McDonald's. I want chicken nuggets. Go crazy. Like, we get chicken nuggets. Yes. He's like half asleep, and he was like pissed that we were just back.
I was so sad. But then I'm pretty sure the next morning we got McGriddles, so it was all good.
We did get some McGriddles after that, so it ended up being good. Ended up being a good story at the end.
Yep.
It was the time when we locked Kenny in the bathroom. We gotta have Kenny on. We had him on episode 2. We haven't had a guest for a while, so we've been doing us 3 for a while now.
Yeah.
We should get
Yeah.
Sam on here for sure. Sam like does like producer stuff and makes beats and stuff, so it'd be cool to have him on. He
Yeah,
is
that would be
glory. All right, let's hop into the cliff.
The cliff.
Okay, so now we're gonna hop into the cliff as maybe the audio played, but maybe it didn't. So we're just gonna make the sound effect. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1.
The cliff.
Perfect. All right. So Josh, why don't you hit it first with the cliff? Give me your climber of the week.
All right, my climbers for the week. Let me scroll up. TikTokers. Everyone thought Trump was gonna cancel TikTok. Everyone saw it coming. They're like, "Oh my God, what are we gonna do? We're gonna have no money. Charlie's gonna lose all her followers."
Wait.
She got
Breaking news. Shut up. Breaking news. Microsoft says it will pursue talks to buy TikTok in the U.S. after consulting President Trump. Bro, what is the timing of that? That just popped down. What is the timing?
No way.
What is the timing of that?
If that happens, then they won't get banned because
That's
China isn't. Dude.
So they're expected. All right, so even more of a climber right now. So
Let's go.
expect to get bought by Microsoft, and they're expected to get banned on Saturday. That did not happen though. I don't know why. I don't think Trump really has that power to ban them, so I think that might be the reason. He's a lot of talk and not a lot to say.
A lot of talk.
But we can.
A lot of talk,
That's,
not a lot to do. There you go.
Yeah.
Not a lot of
But
talk.
yeah, so TikTokers on the rise. They get to keep. Charlie gets to keep all her 73 million plus followers.
She'd do fine though, cause she has like 50,000.
No, she dyed her hair blue. I'm not. She's still hot, but like I'm not for it.
Are you kidding me? She
You dyed it blue?
It's like a part of it. She like did like a back middle part blue, and like she's still hot. 'Cause she's hot, but it's
Dude,
definitely
Nah, she's only a 7, bro. 7.3 in my book.
no.
With the clout? No. With the clout, she's like a 7 billion. But without the clout, it's a 7.3.
No, you don't want her for the clout. You want her for the looks.
You don't
the
want her for the
personality, of
clout? Are you
course.
kidding me?
No. If I didn't know her and I saw her
We have to cut this out. We can't be
on the
rich,
street or at
bro. Just keep going.
something.
Nah, if you saw her on
Yeah.
the street, you'd be like, okay, that's a 7.3.
No, rate her.
No, I'd say she's hot. She's cute.
No, yeah, she's
She's a 7.
And rating females is bad. We don't do that.
That's true. That's
But
true.
We're cutting this out.
We do not sexualize women.
We're talking about her personality. No, I'm definitely cutting.
Yeah.
Nah, this is quick. All right, Josh, what are your followers?
All right, my follower for the week is the Pelicans. They lost the opener of the restart by 2 points in overtime to free throws. Hate to see it. And then they played the Clippers, who knew they were going to do well. Clippers are one of the better teams, obviously, and Pelicans are obviously in the hunt for a reason. And they got demolished. The Pelicans were down by 30-plus points at one point. Clippers hit a franchise record on 3 points made. I mean, it was just not a good day for the Pelicans.
Like, they
So, yeah.
would have made the playoffs, right?
What?
They would have made the playoffs with Zion, though, you think, right?
It would have been a lot easier. I don't think so, though. I think the Grizzlies and Blazers are both better than them.
Yeah, I mean, they have tough competition.
Definitely. Or what are you?
All right. So my riser is the NBA. So Josh was talking about the Pelicans in specific as a faller, but in general, the NBA is definitely a climber because, well, they started the season. They're doing it right, unlike my faller. And it's very entertaining. Very entertaining stuff from the NBA. Getting fans very excited for the playoffs. Hopefully we do see Zion, although I doubt it now. As you know, Josh talked about.
To play him, just not a lot.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But yeah, just in general, the NBA is doing a great job. I really liked the games that I watched, and I definitely will be watching more. But my faller is the MLB, and for obvious reasons, people think it's going to get shut down in like the next week.
I'm gonna hold back, but I really just want to.
I mean, I can see Eli's definitely heated, as am I. I mean, it's just. And then Rob Manfred calls out players, and I'm like, what? Call out yourself. Like, come on, man.
You take 3 months to come up with the plan, and you don't put anything in place.
Yeah.
All you did was take away 100 games. It's so stupid. We're not going to get through 2 weeks of a season, of a 60-game season. Oh my gosh.
I mean, it really, really hurts as just a baseball fan in general, and for teams that, you know, actually had a chance at contending and winning a World Series, it hurts even more for them. To have 3 months where you don't play baseball because you're planning to have a season and then you don't have a good plan. I mean, there's got to be people there that know what they're doing. So how have they not come up with a good plan? It always falls on the commissioner because that's his job. He either puts the people in place to make the plan or he makes the plan himself. Regardless, he messed up. So that's why the MLB is my fault.
The taking the 3 months, the plan wasn't bad because they had to wait for the numbers to drop. Like the NBA took what, 4 months, 3 months?
Josh, if they were to take 3 months.
No. Listen to me. Listen to what I'm saying. Taking 3 months isn't bad. The fact that he came up with nothing at all is the bad part. But just taking 3 months isn't bad. Like also they had to wait for the cases to drop.
It's bad in the sense that he took 3 months and went to the beach. He didn't take 3 months and work. So I'm saying we would have the same amount of cases if we started back in March as we did now, or maybe a couple more. But regardless, the league would get shut down. It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. All right, I got some risers and fallers. My first riser, I wrote this at the beginning of the week. There's been more players doing it, but they've had the fake fans, zoomed in fans on the NBA games. I know Chris Bosh is at the Lakers-Clippers game, which I thought was hilarious. So he's my riser. And then the other riser I have is the Giants. The Giants have just re-signed Nick Gates, and then they also signed they got Nate Soldier. I just want to clarify it with Nate Soldier. We're happy that he took off for his family because I know his son has cancer and it would be complications. So props to him for that. But at the same time, it also helps the team, so that's why we were happy. But what was the other thing I was proud of him for? They signed Nick Gates, dropped him, retained Marcus Golden.
One of our no-name receivers dropped out.
Yeah, and then I'll get into my losers. It's part of that too. And then this is another guy that doesn't really know how to ride a bike. Tom Coughlin. He had a bicycle accident, broke his ribs, punctured his lungs. Hopefully he's doing okay, but
Tommy?
No, not
boy.
Not the wiffle baller. Tom Coughlin.
Oh, okay.
Tom Coughlin.
Oh, okay.
Old Giants coach.
Yeah, no.
you thought the wiffle ballers. We get up into some wiffle ball a little bit. Yeah. So he hopefully he's doing okay. Another follower I have is the Giants because Leonard Williams just dropped out, which we just signed to a big deal.
I thought he got injured. I didn't even know he dropped out. That was confusing, that notification.
Yeah, I was so lost. And it's not being fully reported yet, but my guess is that they're off. And then my last is Dion. Oh my God, did you guys see that video? He's literally a first grader.
What, of him hitting on a girl?
Yes. She was like, pretty. He's like, no, you're pretty. And she's like, oh, thank you. He's like, no, you're actually.
At first he was like, hello, beautiful. And he's like, oh my God, stop. She was like, no, hi, beautiful. You are beautiful.
No way.
Stop. And then he was like, no, I'm going to have to leave if you keep saying that. And he was like, baby, stop. You're beautiful. I'm like, oh my.
Bro, what? I didn't. Did they catch him like on video, like some other guy?
Yeah, she recorded it.
Was it not staged?
No, the girl that he was hitting on like recorded it or something.
Oh my god.
That's tough. That's savage.
I mean, hey, you get blessed with basketball talents, you have no game.
You have no.
I mean,
I had a friend that was on house party with him one time.
He doesn't really need game.
that's
No, I mean,
facts.
he has game on the court, but not off the court. All right,
I mean, he doesn't need it though. Like,
no, he doesn't.
a girl's gonna know who he is and be like, shit, I want his money.
Yeah, for sure. My last loser are the Giants. Oh wait, no, I just went over that. I don't know what I'm thinking. Or you want to hop into some wiffle ball? I mean, they just got to the All-Star break. They're doing good. I know.
Yup.
the Wild-
Yeah, I mean, they got to the All-Star break. A lot of surprising teams. What's awesome about this season, they brought in a lot of new players. They had a draft, so there's a lot of new talent. No, but I'm saying like the positive about it is that there's new talent in the sense that it makes teams more even. There's less of there's like the top two teams and they're just way better than everyone else. The draft evened out talents, but I still have to say I'm kind of against all these new players. Just because they're too good, like it doesn't feel as authentic, you know?
They'll grow on you. I think everybody will start to mush, and then like, also I think it'll push the old guys like Ward, Schultz, them to work harder.
Yeah, I mean, I hope that's what happens because right now it's just like you kind of see this big divide between like new school and old school players,
Agreed.
and it's not as like cohesive. You know what I mean?
Totally agree with that. That's, I guess, the problem going on right now. Let's hop into another one of those things I sent you guys with I think this was going viral, kind of. Where is it? Someone pulled up. So it's basically like a thing of like 6, 7 different animals, 9 different animals. So it's eagles. We'll post it on the Instagram. So go look at the Instagram right now, underdog.podcast, and it'll be on the graphic so you can see what we're talking about. But it's basically 50 eagles, 10 alligators, 3 bears, 7 buffalo, 1 human hunter, 15 wolves, 4 lions, 5 gorillas, or 10,000 mice. So basically you choose 2 out of these 9 to defend you against the other 7. Josh, who are you taking?
All right, so hear me out. 10,000 rats. It might not be the best defender, but it'd be the worst to go up against.
Snaps.
So, like, it might not do the best, but one, it's gonna swarm everyone else. It's gonna confuse the fuck out of them. They're not gonna know how to attack that, because how do you attack 10,000 fucking rats? And it's a lot better to have on your side than against you. And then since they can't take down a lot of the big guys, since they're, like, not bigger people that can just, like, out strength you, I'm taking the 10,000 rats with the 4 lions to be, like, the big men up front and just – or the lions will kind of be, like, the last line of defense, and then the rats will kind of just be up there messing you up.
Or what do you got?
That's fair. You make a good case for the rats. I think probably not the best to defend you, but definitely the worst to get attacked by. So I take the rats, but there's absolutely no way you can't take the hunter. And the reason is that if the hunter is against you, if he can find a way to hide from the other animals, then he can easily shoot your head. And you are done. It doesn't matter who's defending you.
But now you have no attack, because if some guy, because the one hunter, if it's a hunting gun, not like a AR, like a automatic rifle, then he's fucked. And even like if it is a automatic rifle, one bullet isn't gonna slow down, isn't gonna kill a full-grown lion charging at you trying to kill you, you know?
Well, yeah, but the 10,000 rats, they are going to be mice. They're going to slow down the other animals. And then the man with the gun is going to go to town. I'll feed him the rounds so he's faster. That's my plan. What about you, Eli?
I mean, you got to go with the mouse as much as I hate it, or the rats or whatever. But then I want to go with the Wolves. I don't think the Wolves will be that much worse than the Lions, and then you get 15 of them. So, like, I think 15 of those are a better line of defense than just 4 Lions. Also, Josh, if you're gonna go with the big animal, why don't you go with gorillas? You get 5 of those.
Because I feel like the lions are more aggressive and are like more like quick, like more deadly, I guess.
Yeah, they kill more.
Yeah, yeah, I go with the grizzly bears. All right, let's hop into the other one I sent you guys. $1 million cash. 50. Which would you choose? $1 million cash. You get to hang out with the richest person for 3 years. A lifetime traveling, or a 50% chance at winning $200 million. Or what are you thinking?
Well, my plan in life is to retire as soon as I can. And the only possible way this happens if I get 200 mil, 1 mil, it looks like a lot of money. It lasts you like, I don't know, if you're super, super frugal, like, I don't know, 7, 8 years tops, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
You're not gonna
I'm
stop
taking-
working.
I mean, if you stop working, it's shorter. But I'm saying, like, if you still work and try to stretch the mill. But if I get 200 million, I'm done for life. So I'm definitely taking the 50-50 shot.
Yeah, well, what about you, Josh?
I'm taking the lifetime free traveling. Just imagine that you get to go anywhere you want for free. I'm still working a job. I'm still having a good paying job, and that vacation time, I don't have to worry about, oh, will I have enough money to go there? Oh, will I have to find cheap tickets because my job's not paying enough? You don't care what your job is. You could be working at McDonald's and then being able to go to a safari in Africa for free for 3 weeks or however long McDonald's vacation is. Like, you just get to travel the world however much you want for as long as you want, absolutely free. And I feel that'd just be really cool because I want to travel the world.
I mean, that's a good point. That kind of swayed me to choose, like, because, I mean, at the end of the day, what you're trying to do, like, by working hard is to go on vacation and then retire. So, like, if you just go on these long trips, work from there, that'd be kind of fun. But you have $200 million.
Then you're set. You're set.
I mean, I think I have to take the 50% chance at that. I think you have to.
You gotta. You must. It's a must.
There's nothing you can do other you really can't do anything but that. So yeah,
I mean, traveling, like, do they mean tickets or like, I don't understand. Like, they mean like the whole thing, like
The whole
hotels. I don't know. I mean,
free traveling, planes, food, hotels. Like, that's how I interpret it. Traveling, like cars, whatnot, like
everything.
but the
transportation.
200 mil. The 200 mil. That's definitely the choice.
That's like 8 years of Bryce Harper's contract.
And you didn't have to do any of the work.
Well, I mean, Bryce Harper's not doing anything. He's just sitting in the box striking out. But yeah,
That's like 4 years of Patrick Mahomes contract.
4 years. No, it's not.
Thing.
Or like,
Wait,
It's like 4.5 ish.
how much? It's a 9-year contract, 10-year, right? It's a 10-year. Right?
10-year contract. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So about
Yeah.
All right. What else do we have left? We have a TikTok trend. Oh, on this day, Josh, hit us with the on this day.
All right. So on this day, August 2nd, August 3rd, I looked it up when it was August 2nd. So on yesterday's day, August 2nd, or whenever you're watching it, in 1776, the first formal sign of the Declaration of Independence was created or signed, I guess. So, like, they'd already written it, but, like, this is when they officially signed it. So, yeah, it's pretty tough.
Wait, isn't that the 4th of
What?
July, though, or am I tripping?
That's when they, I think, first wrote it.
Oh, it's only for sure.
Also, there might have been different drafts, so I'm not sure if there's, like, a different version of it, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Josh, how have your stocks been going? Josh, what happened here? I think we're losing Josh again. Maybe he'll come back in a minute. But my Twitter trend of the week. So when TikTok was like supposedly going to kick down, it was like number 1, number 2, number 3 trending. That's like Josh.
But hello.
Gosh.
Hello.
What's going on?
It just cuts out. I don't know why. It cuts me out.
You want to
Yeah,
tell
you can
me your
hear. Sure, I'll go first. All right, so stocks don't go on the weekend, so they're on freeze right now. My big share of BBI, which I have like 30 dollars worth of, and have been like my biggest movers, but not in a good direction. So first, they lost me like $5, which I was not
happy about.
too happy with. But they gained back, but they're expected to like gain a waiting on that, and yeah, I'm just hoping that they'll gain me more money in the future. But it's taking longer than I would have liked. But it's a waiting game, you know. You can't just force it.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully you can get enough money to get better Wi-Fi. That was really, really tough.
Yeah, I hope this stock thing works out so that you can fucking fix that up.
We apologize for the scuffed audio. I'm at the beach. Josh's stocks have not been doing well, so yeah,
It's not a good day.
it's not great. But I'll do my Twitter trend. So TikTok's trending all over. The number 29 trending thing was TikTok spelled wrong. That's how trending it was. There was enough people spelling it wrong that it became trending. TICTOK. Like the fact that people are spelling it wrong but still getting it on trending.
Wait, TICTOK?
Yeah.
It's like the clock TikTok.
Oh, is it with a K, like the TIK?
Yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't know.
Yeah, you don't have to. We've been posting on the TikTok a little bit more, so if you guys go follow that, try to get us to 20 followers. It's all I'm asking. It's Underdog Pod.
On what?
On TikTok.
On what?
We posted,
they kept showing up on my For You page. I don't know why.
That's good. Glad to hear. Or did you hear that the Cardinals players and the Marlins players were all like at casinos and shit?
Yeah, I mean, look, it's so infuriating. I mean, like, yes, Rob Manfred's an idiot, but also like the players kind of dropped the ball. They definitely did. I mean, they did a bunch of stuff that you shouldn't be doing. But I think you gotta blame it on the higher up. If they, have stricter protocol and have actual consequences, this stuff probably doesn't happen. So I mean, it's just an all-around bad luck and super, super frustrating.
Super stupid. Yeah. All right. Why don't you hop into your animal sound before we get too into the MLB stuff?
All right, guys. So, we want to lighten the mood because, this podcast has been kind of sad. So I am glad to do that, guys. As always, I will make the sound myself, and I also want you guys to guess your animal, which animal made this noise. All right? So here we go. All right. So, Eli and Josh.
That's a person. What are you saying, bro?
Nah, it was the moaning. The moaning was an animal.
Oh yeah. Monkey?
Okay, Eli said monkey. Josh?
I say elephant.
Elephant. Oh, that was kind of close. It was a camel. A camel made that noise, guys. That fucking camel.
That is very interesting.
Very. Let's hear it.
And now for the reenactment. I'll also do the human part. So I get the what you could what you could There you go.
I think I might you impersonated that pretty well. That was pretty good.
Thank you. I think that might be my.
He's a natural born camel.
What did you say?
Is that my
He's
internet?
a natural born camel.
I'm a natural born camel.
All right, I guess. I mean, the kissing booth. Or you watched the first one. Let me hear your thoughts on it.
All right, so I watched the first one only because Eli told me to. Literally, nothing else motivated me to do such a thing. I was playing 2K, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do some research. So I watched the movie, and it was pretty bad. Like, I'm even lower on this movie than Josh was. It's the type of movie that you can like predict like 50 to 80% of the lines, to the point where like it's kind of annoying. And also like there's no depth of character. The plot is so cliche. I don't know. I just did not like it. Although every time they like scrap, I laughed my ass off. It was very funny.
Every time they what?
Every time and they cry a lot, so I found that very funny as well. So that was probably my favorite part of the movie. But yeah, I'm in the middle of Kissing Booth 2, so I guess we'll all give our reviews next pod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good news, the third one will be coming out, and you can guarantee we'll be reviewing that.
Guarantee.
All right, so I'm gonna hop into some music. Last Thursday, I was kind of mad. There's Lil Uzi Vert. It's his birthday on Friday, so Friday, like early Friday morning, him and Future were supposed to drop an entire album, but they didn't, and I got really mad. But then Uzi loves dropping his music at random times, so him and Future dropped 2 songs, Paddock and Over Your Head, like in the middle of the day. 2 songs, pretty good. I mean, they're both decent. I like Paddock's better. Josh, you heard them, right? But you didn't really like listen to them.
I like heard them, but I don't remember them. Like I'll listen to them later. I think I'll listen to them tomorrow.
Yeah, they're pretty good. Like, I don't really know how to describe them because they're different. Cause they have Future on them. The Paddock is cool how they both are incorporated into it, but Over Your Head is a lot more. Like, it doesn't really fit Future in my opinion. And then the other thing I listened to was Chef G. He's probably gonna be like, in my opinion, he'll be the next Pop Smoke. Like, he does like the drill music, and he came out with like an EP, which is like in between an album, so it's like 5 songs, and it's got good features. It got like J Crit, Lil TJ, Sleepy Hollow, so some good features. Really good. I like 3 out of the 5 songs, so I think he's up next. I really like. Have either of you been listening to a lot of music or not?
I mean, I've been listening to some, like, when we do football, I listen to, like, we have my speaker and we listen to music, and when I'm in the shower, either me or Logan take aux. I don't really care who. He doesn't like my music. I like my music more. Like, he likes more hype music. I just more like vibe music.
Yeah, you should look at Chef.
But besides like that, in the shower, I don't really listen to music. I've been trying to
Cut out. Trying to what?
I'm like bored. When I like play video games, I'll like try to play it on my TV because it like you can like do both.
Oh, yeah.
But besides that, not really.
Well, what do you send to our baseball group chat? All right. I mean, I think that basically does it. Hopefully by the next podcast, baseball won't be canceled. I'll put the pod go out at the beginning of this. I'll still be at the beach. Hopefully a hurricane doesn't hit me. Or any last words, anything to say?
No. Thank you guys for listening. A fun one. Stay safe, all that good stuff. But yeah.
Josh?
Stay safe. Get some sleep.
All right, cool. Josh, join that FaceTime. All right, peace.
Underdog.
Before we move on, I'd like to give a quick ad read to Anchor. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast, and let me explain. It's free. Their creation tools allow you to use or record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you, and it will be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money on your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.